Welcome everyone to Walsall Music and Education Hub and Service Annual Christmas Concert. You may have noticed a few changes from last year. You haven't had to venture out in the dark tonight, struggled to find a parking space, and you may have noticed you're not actually sat in the Walsall Arena. You've not even had to buy a ticket. As 2020 continues to deny us live performances, this year we invite you to sit back and relax in the comfort of your homes while we present to you an hour of fabulous music from almost all of our hub ensembles, plus a few special guest performances on the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Walsall's Winter Wishlist.
Win or lose, sink or swim, one thing is certain, we'll never give in. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we all stand together. Bom, 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 bom.
That was the first of 5 massed school choir performances that you will hear tonight. We want to say a huge thank you to all of the schools that took part in this event. that began the planning phase way back in May. As we all suspected Christmas this year to be a very different affair, we very quickly decided to try our hardest to still bring you our very best offering of festive cheer. At this point, I would like to ask the schools to wave from the stage as I called their names, but of course we can't do that. Instead, I would like to see as many of you light up the live chat as I call out your names. And please keep the chat going throughout the concert. There's no way for us to perform together at the moment, but that doesn't mean we can't all feel connected tonight. So let's hear from you. Barcroft Primary School, Beacon Primary School, Bentley West Primary School, Blackwood School, Karma Primary Academy, Castle School, Fibbersley Park Academy, Leamore Primary School, Leeswood School, Radley's Primary School, Rushall Primary School, Riders Hayes Primary School and St Anne's Catholic Primary School. There were many schools that wanted to take part tonight and many that were involved but had to bow out along the way as year groups and staff members went into isolation. It is quite frankly a wonder that as many schools that you see tonight managed to get to the recording stage. To every member of staff and every child that took the time to engage in this process, on behalf of everyone here at the Music Hub, and I'm sure from our audience at home, thank you. And now, on with the show. Up next we have Walsall Music Centre's Beginner Strings Best Ensemble, or more affectionately called by their teacher Sarah Masters, Besties. Following the Besties, we have our jazz ensembles, New Generation Jazz and Jazz at 6. Next up, we have another masked choir performance. I'd like to bring your attention to the wonderful artwork that you will see displayed during this piece. Understandably, many schools were unable to record any videos for the concert due to restrictions and the super unpredictable nature of this very strangest of school terms, and so they submitted poetry and artwork. I invite you all to give our young artist some very positive comments in the live chat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Carol of the Bells.
La da 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 dum. We will throw cares away. Bring cheer to get young and old. Merry Christmas.
Oh, the year 2020, what has it turned into? Thank you, NHS. I will remember everything that has happened. Thank you, NHS. We have to fight against COVID-19. Thank you, NHS.
2020 is a year we will never forget. For a very long time, I bet. Keeping distance from our friend, it will all be worth it in the end. COVID has other plans, so we have to change our plans. But at home, we can do something else, like playing with clay.
Next up is a very special treat as we welcome a secondary school vocal group, St Thomas More Catholic School, as they perform Hope is Here.
Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive a King. Let every heart prepare.
As lockdown began, we very quickly tried to find our feet in the virtual world, and the first group that recorded with us was our advanced choir Harmonic Voice. So impressive was their performance that it even got the attention of a radio show hosted by Calon FM in Wrexham. Since then they've recorded 3 more times, and their songs make a regular appearance on Janny Rawlinson's classical crossover show on a Sunday evening. We have a very festive recording coming up later from them, but for now, we thought you might like to hear their very first recording from last Christmas. This is Moon River. Most of Harmonic Voice have finished their secondary education this year, but they are still very excited to be performing for you all tonight. In my efforts to keep as many youngsters singing as possible during lockdown, I began the Choir in Isolation project, which opened the door to anyone who wanted to sing with us from wherever they were in the world. This next song was first recorded by the Choir in Isolation project and features singers from Walsall, London, America and Hong Kong. 2 of our talented artists from Harmonic Voice provided us with animations for the video, Bethan Ford and Leo Wright. This song also features guest vocalist Nicola Brazil, who very kindly gave her support to the project.
There are places so untold where children have learned water and then died as too cold. They have never stepped on feathers, and they've never heard sweet singing as they thought it came true. Their dreams were made for others. Could you make them too? They knew just how to help and wondered who was needing hand and breath. Close your eyes, open up your mind and hear us sing our song to you. Feel us stand beside you and we'll help you through. Keep moving on, and someday soon you'll join us singing. You have a friend in me. Take all the strength you need, and we will keep singing till this world that we live in hears our prayer, hears our prayer. Close your eyes. There are people that I know who love me and are waiting and praying for my hand to hold. But I've got something else to do now, and I know that love will join us when we softly sleep. Our love that can't be broken keeps them company.
We have no way to help.
But wondered if you let them hear our prayer. We wondered if you let them hear our prayer. Close your eyes. You'll join us singing.
You will hear the latest song from the Choir in Isolation project later on, but for now, the Music Hub staff would like to present something a bit different.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place it next to mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I have to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. I say, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take your hand, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, all fun. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey, hey. And when you're done, I make you do it all again. They say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, 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 oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for
That was our wonderful percussion ensemble led by Matthew Firkins, performing a Christmas medley. Matthew Firkins is usually the drummer that you see playing for us on our concerts in Walsall Arena, and I know that he, along with the other musicians, is very much missing our annual festive performances. Luckily, there exists a recording that we made a few years back where you can hear Mr. Firkins playing on his very favourite electric drum kit. And we've managed to mix the new with the old and bring you a brand new version of We Just Want It to Snow. You'll hear that later on, but for now, here is our massed choir singing When Christmas Comes to Town. Please show your support in the live chat for our wonderful first verse soloists and the beautiful artwork courtesy of Barcroft Reception.
I'm wishing on a star and trying to believe that even though it's far, it'll find me Christmas Eve. I guess that Santa's busy, 'cause he's never come around. I think of him when Christmas comes to town. The best time of the year, when everyone comes home with all this Christmas cheer, it's hard to be alone. Putting up the Christmas tree with friends who come around, it's so much fun when Christmas comes to town. Presents for the children, wrapped in red and green, all the things I heard about but never really seen. No one will be sleeping on the night of Christmas Eve, hoping Santa's on his way. Presents for the children, wrapped in red and green, all the things I've heard about but never really seen. No one will be sleeping on the night of Christmas Eve, hoping Santa's on his way. When Santa's sleigh bells ring, I listen all around. The herald angels sing, I never hear a sound. And all the dreams of children once lost will all be found. That's all I want when Christmas comes to town. That's all I want when Christmas comes to town.
Now it's time to welcome back Sarah Masters' Best Beginners Strings group as they perform Jingle Bells. And following that will be an exciting performance by our Walsall Music Centre's intermediate and senior wind bands as they bring us their version of Feliz Navidad. The next song is the latest recording from Harmonic Voice, featuring superstar soloist Cian Kerwin, who attends Shire Oak School and is also a member of our youth choir. This video was also kindly edited by Harmonic Voice soprano Michaela Kenny.
We're walking in the air. We're floating in the moonlit sky. The people far below are sleeping as we fly. They are sleeping as we fly. I'm holding very tight. I'm riding in the midnight blue. I'm finding I can fly so high above with you. Far across the world, the villages go by like dreams. The rivers and the hills, the forest and the streams. Children gaze, open mouth, taken by surprise. Nobody down below believes their eyes. We're surfing in the air. We're swimming in the frozen sky. We're drifting over icy mountains floating by. Suddenly swooping low on an ocean deep, rousing up a mighty monster from his sleep. We're walking in the air, we're dancing in the midnight sky, and everyone who sees us greets us as we fly.
An incredible performance there by Walsall Music Centre's intermediate and senior wind bands with We Wish You a Merry Christmas, all put together in a super slick video by Mr. Nick Turner. Now, I mentioned earlier that we had footage from 4 years ago where the children of Walsall managed to focus their minds on one common goal, and it worked. That very first performance of this song, and snow began to fall outside the arena. This year we have doubled the amount of singers, plus backing vocals from our Walsall Youth Choir. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that after the year we've had, we need this song to work now more than ever.
Do
Next, I would like to introduce the staff of Walsall Music Hub as they play an arrangement by our very own Cameron Woodhead of the song Somewhere in My Memory. During this piece, you will hear poetry from Barcroft students and will see artwork by Bentley West.
Social distancing in all the towns. This year has been the worst, for we hope that it will burst. We want to change this year, and that is actually crystal clear. What a different year it has been. Things have happened that I've never seen. A deadly rise has shut us down, empty streets and an empty town. Lockdowns from bars, masks on faces, lots of sad deaths and many more cases. I hope next year isn't like 2020. I hope 2021 brings joy and plenty.
2020 was a huge disaster. In the end, some people were left eating pasta. I tried my best, I had a test. At least I succeeded in new things. 2020 was getting better. At least everything is getting normal. But everyone is still being positive. Hopefully 2021 is better.
Why is 2020 such a disgrace? What happened to this old place? We all have to wear our masks, no one knows how long it will last. 2020, what a year, everybody lives in fear. I want it to be the same old world, but it feels like it's all been cold. It was a tricky year, and if it wasn't for the NHS, we wouldn't be here. I've learnt many things on how to stay safe, from distancing from others to wearing a mask on my face. School is much better as I'm able to see my friends, and I look forward to every day, waiting for 2020 to end. There has been much sorrow and despair we shall feel, but we shouldn't give up as 2020 not one is near. In 2021, I look forward to being free of my mask and not carrying around sanitizer contained in a huge flask. Although we have to stay clean and follow the laws, we can socialise more and be comforted by our friends with pause.
A stunning performance of Deck the Halls there by Walsall Music Centre's jazz ensembles New Generation Jazz and Jazz at Six, sublimely edited together by our very own Helen Miller. And so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're almost at the end of our concert. We hope you have enjoyed the evening, and fingers crossed it won't be long until we're all able to play and sing in the same room again. Before I introduce our final performance this evening, I must say again a most heartfelt and sincere thank you to everyone that has helped make this event possible. To the children that learned and bravely recorded themselves without having the reassuring support of their friends and teachers in the same room. To the students that submitted beautiful artwork and thoughtful poetry. To all of the musicians that wrote arrangements and provided the recording framework for the students to perform with. To the video editors, I feel your pain. And I don't think any of us would have imagined what a steep learning curve we would have embarked on this year. To the staff of Walsall Music Education Hub and Service and Walsall Arena and Art Centre who have provided invaluable guidance throughout. And a special thank you to Ellie Roberts who has skillfully managed our social media campaign. But most importantly, to the teachers who said okay to this crazy idea. You've jumped through all of the hurdles thrown your way in this most bizarre school term we're ever likely to experience. This concert simply wouldn't have been possible without your hard work. Please can everyone watching join me in saying a massive thank you to our wonderful schools and every single member of staff who helped make tonight happen. And now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the Choir in Isolation project together with the school choirs as they sing us out with a brand new song very much inspired by the year 2020. This is Nothing Will Stop Us Singing.
It's the strangest of times, and somehow we keep on smiling. It's hard, but for now there isn't very much else that we can do. Whoa, the road ahead is so long. We still have mountains to climb. We know we have to be strong, and it's our time to shine. So at this time of year, one thing is crystal clear. Despite the thousands of rules of which we must adhere, there's one thing that we promise you is true. Nothing can stop us singing. We will sing the whole night through.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. I want to say another huge thank you to all the many people involved in the creation of this very special event. We hope that you have enjoyed the many beautiful performances from our fantastic ensembles, and we hope that next year brings us all back together and we can perform for you in person. Whatever happens, we promise that nothing will stop us singing, and we wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from everyone at Walsall Music Education Hub and Service. Thank you and good night.